sleepy, you know. So,
yeah, Neil back with his daughter Olivia there.
It was just lovely, you know.
Terrific.
You don't get that at the Olympics. I haven't seen a lot of little children on the...
Well, no, Steve might disagree with you there.
Send out the ring for Steve.
My 12-year-old
you've
been onto the medal rostrum of all three games that she's been alive.
No, I made track and field. I'm sorry.
I think that's one of the differences between professional and amateur sports is that of what rugby's done of being gone into professionalism, and I was one of the ones that was sort of quite doubtful if they would actually come out of it quite well. I thought there would be a lot of clubs that go under. But they've actually gone to strength to strength.
Yeah.
But then it's taken the whole professionalism of the sport to a different level. And so going away with your family as a pair, because it's a career, not just as something you do as a sort of a trade or a trade on the sidelines. And the whole thing has come very professional with it. Now, I was very lucky that my wife was an Olympic athlete in her own right and was team doctor for 11 years. So when we went away, our kids had to come with us.
Right.
And that made it much more, and actually relaxed the rest of the team to be part of that as well, which I thought was
so
quite good.
it actually has a beneficial effect on the players if the family's around. It's interesting
we
a lot
talk
of
about
sports
keeping your feet on the ground and things like that. Things like that really do help, not just you as a family, but everybody within the team as well, because it's that release from the pressure, the cauldron of pressure that's on you all the time to get away from that.
But you talk about how important, you know, families are. We talked about Jason Leonard. Well, let's hear his thoughts on winning the World Cup and going home to meet his baby daughter.
I missed the birth of my third child. So the first time I saw little Francesca was actually on the Tuesday when we come back. Everyone says it's quite special winning the World Cup. I broke the record amount of caps that anyone's ever had in the game. But I still say the prize for me would be coming back to see her.
Well, he's amazing. He does have two sons as well. He has Harry, age 4, and Jack, age 2. He said when he walked through the door, they both clung onto a leg and they were harder to shake off than any Aussie defender. They said it was amazing. And then one of them, I think it was Jack, tried to flush his medal down the loo. So he had to rescue his medal, otherwise that would have been gone forever. But wonderful the family support that has been, because they go through, you know, the highs, and Eileen is back with us, Eileen Delalio. I mean, you go through all the joy of this, but also you've gone through the pain as well when things haven't gone so well.
Yes, but I think, you know, moments like this you can't put a price on. I think it pales a great deal into insignificance, really. You have to go forward with your life, and hopefully now, 14 years down the line, I'm beginning to do just that.
I've got to say, Eileen, you have planned your wardrobe perfectly for today.
Well, I have to say that Clive Woodward, 4 years ago, when he was rebuilding this team, did say to me, "Don't come without that hat." So it's a bit bruised and battered in that 4 years, but here it is on the head today, so I hope he's here to see it.
The flags look a little bit tattered on the hat, I've got to say, Eileen.
Well, actually, it should have had a rosette on it, but when I got to Oz, somehow it got lost, and a supporter went out and bought these flags and stuck them on my hat.
Well, you are here giving us your thoughts, but where's the Delalio family? Where is everyone? Are they here today?
Yes, I think Alice is about, and the children as well, his partner, and we've got 3 beautiful grandchildren, and I'm sure they're going to enjoy it for many years to come.
Well, these are the scenes, and they are approaching Trafalgar Square, and I can tell you the crowd behind us is just getting louder and louder. Bill?
So can I just say, when everybody in Australia was doubting the England team after the Wales game, I happened to get into a lift with Eileen, and she said to me, "Don't worry." She said, "I've had a word with Lawrence, there is not a problem. We're going to beat the French, beat them easily, and we're going to win the World Cup." So very, very prophetic really there, Eileen.
So they knew it all, wish they'd told us. We wouldn't have got so nervous all through that final. Well, the sea of flags behind us here in Trafalgar Square, you just can't see any tarmac anywhere. Tremendous. I've never seen anything quite like this. Absolutely terrific.
Well, some have been waiting for hours, and this is their moment. Magic moment for them.
The police horses have just arrived here in Trafalgar Square, which gives them a clue that they're on their way. So let's find out what's happening with Claire.
Well, Sue, I've managed to get right back in front of the bus again. The police horses, I have to say, are behaving wonderfully well with all this noise around them. And if anything, the atmosphere builds up and intensifies as they get closer and closer to the finishing point in front of the National Gallery. But the funny thing is, and you can probably see this on your pictures, how many of those players up there are videoing it for themselves. You see Ben Cohen right up the top with his video camera, Jason Leonard up there giving us a wave as well. Absolutely superb. And I think everybody who's here today will never forget this atmosphere. The other lovely thing is they're not shouting out one name. You might expect them all to be shouting out Johnny Wilkinson's name. They're not. And the police have treated this with a wonderful sense of humour. I'm now being sprayed with champagne. You get off. They directed that right at me. That's typical, isn't it? I'm now soaked. But it's been fabulous. The police, though, were shouting at the crowd, if there are any Australians, would they like to come to the front? Funnily enough, no takers.
Well, the crowd have burst into a sweet chariot again. The coach now in view. And Jerry in the studio is getting a few waves from the players as well. As they... There's your mum. Lawrence is waving to you, mum. But this is what the crowd here have been waiting for, and what a reception they are getting.
Lawrence has just got his mum.
And another huge cheer when Clive Woodward appeared around the corner. So the players' sweet chariot has arrived in Trafalgar Square, and they burst into song once again. What a welcome. We see Ben Cohen there as well. I mean, Martin, what a wonderful family.
Yeah, we've got to spend some time with him recently, and he was loving every moment, and he went down there as well at the last minute, and is really very proud of his nephew.